Yo, what is going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope you had a great weekend. You know who this is, the real one. Always 100, always controversial. Gabriel Skywalker from Skywalker DFS, representing the DFS Club, coming to y'all with the NBA and Injustice, NBA DFS main slate video, guys. Um, First and foremost, thank you. Thank you very much. By the last video I put out, for the first time, this is big for me because I remember this time last year I wasn't even doing these things, and then I started filming them on my phone, and I'd be happy. I was like jumping up for joy if I got 100 views, but I got 1.1 thousand views on my last video. Thank you. Thank everybody who watched it. Thank everybody in all my members, all our members of the DFS Club. I'm just so humbled and so thankful. Um, yes, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So yeah, as we always do, guys, before we get into it, let's review how we did today. Today's Sundays are normally shit shows. I learned this from the DFS Whispers that in the NBA on Sundays, it's a theory, a conspiracy theory, but it might be true. I'm starting to believe it. NBA players play like shit. Okay. And there's a reason behind it because it's Sunday. Saturday night, they probably went out and drank too much sauce. You know what I'm saying? Got a little sauced up. So look who decides to join us. It's Schroeder Skywalker. So they're probably out there hungover. Is the only thing I can explain why they play so bad on Sundays. The whole Houston team stunk up the court. What a what a boring game to watch. It's like watching paint dry. You know what I'm saying? Right, Schroeder? It was awful. But I managed to squeak out a win on this lineup with Luca. I'm always going to roster him. So look out for that 11K price tag coming up because he's the truth, man. This kid's only 20 years old. 20. Obviously the chalk, the cheap guys. Kawhi scared me because he only had like 2 to 4 points, I think, at the half. 80 did his thing. Jordan Clarkson came through. Rashawn Holmes and Belicia. Once I heard he was getting the minutes, he was easy put in for me. So not bad. Lisa wasn't a total L. That's all I can say, guys. And at the DFS Club, we play every single sport, as you guys know. I also cashed an NHL. Check this out. So a win is a win. This was only a 2 game slate, which are kind of hard because if you don't get the guys that score goals, just like in any other sport, you're pretty much your lineup's dead. But got top 100 and a large GPP on Draftkings, so not bad. Scored a 100. Um, Overall, not a bad day, except for NFL. I took my first one on the chin. I mean, a complete loss for the season. First one on week 9. So it was bound to happen. It's bound to come. I'm a lot bummed out by it still, but we'll get through it. It's DFS guys, right? So the beauty about DFS is we live to fight another day, right? Because a new day is a new slate, and you're starting all over. And if you manage your bankroll correctly, you only do 10% of your bankroll, you can take a loss. After 8 weeks of winning, you lose on week 9. You should have plenty of money. Your bankroll should be looking really nice. So it's just very important to do that. I know it's not as sexy as going for those millionaire makers every week, but you can still do that. But don't blow your whole bankroll every week, guys, on every slate. It never works out good, ever. So with that said, let's get into it. All right, y'all. So you know what this is. This is Draft Dashboard, the best optimizer on the planet, hands down. The NBA season just started. So if you've never used Optimizer, or even if you have, you got to check this out. It's only $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below, and you yourself can have Draft Dashboard. Cancel at any time. There's no obligation, no cancellation fees, no bullshit. It's just a 30-day trial, guys. Try it out for $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. With that dollar, you get access to all my watch players, all my save lineups, and the NBA cheat sheet. Because if you can't win, cheat. That includes every sport. You get my player pool for NFL, NBA, NHL guys. And the cheat sheet, it just consists of the locks of the slate, studs of the slate, mid range, and value. Even in this ugly ass slate we had today. But This is Draft Dashboard, guys. $1 for 30 days. So let's get into it. Starting off at point guard. So James Harden, yeah, we're mad at him, right? We want to punch him, but we all have bad days. He probably had a little too much to drink last night with the whole damn. If you notice, the whole damn team didn't play for shit. All right. I'm looking for a nice bounce back spot, and I'm hoping that a lot of people are going to stay away from Houston because they all got burned by him today. That's my hope because I think Harden's going to go off. I'm looking for a 70-point game out of Harden. The matchup is tremendous. He's 10-8, so he's under 11K. That's always good. Um, Memphis is 24th against point guards. They can't cover him, guys. So he's worth a look. Next up, sorry, I just ate a sandwich. A big one of them big, like you guys ever go to Safeway and get one of them big club sandwiches? Yeah. Kyrie Irving, guys. At 9-5, Kyrie's consistently getting 50-point games. So going against New Orleans, who's probably almost the worst, almost very close to the worst at covering point guards, guys. They are ranked 30th in the league. So this is going to be a very, very fast-paced game. Lots of points to be had. I will definitely have some Kyrie. Next up, someone that no one's really ever talking about, and I feel bad for him, is Dame Dollars, man. Damian Lillard. He's only 8-9. At 8-9, he's getting Kyrie Irving numbers. Hell, he's getting James Harden numbers. 57, 58, and a 55 in his last three. That's right. That's not a misprint. Mid to high 50s in the last three games, and he's only 8-9. He's got a great matchup against Golden State. You know it's going to blow out, but as long as he gets 30 minutes, I mean, he's been playing a lot of minutes, 39, 38, 38, but as long as he gets 30 or more minutes, he's going to crush it, guys. Next up, like I said in my last video, it came to fruition. Isaiah Thomas, man, comes off the bench and just balls out. He got another 30-point fantasy night. If you saw my last video, I told you it was going to happen, and it did. And I'm going with him again at 4-9. He's way too cheap, man. Way too cheap. 33, 37, and 28 in his last three. Against Detroit, I mean, his daddy's old team. They're ranked 19th against point guard, so doesn't scare me. He comes off the bench. He's gunning for that starting spot, which he'll get in no time. Next up, with no Joel Embiid, I love Ben Simmons. I ain't got to tell you about Ben Simmons. He shut my mouth last time I played him, and he got a 48 because I'm the biggest critic of this guy. He's 8-5. Next up, we got Luke Kennard. He's just been balling, guys, the last two games at 5K, and people have been sleeping on him too. 37 and 32 minutes, 27, 34 fantasy points at 5K. The Wizards cannot defend point guards, ranked 20th in the league. So check him out. He's good for 30 or more. Next up, Langston Galloway for value for 3-2. Now check this out. His last two games, 22, 27 minutes. Actually, look at his last three, 26, 22, 27, right? So pretty much comes off the bench. 23, 20, 20. So he is a very safe play at value at 3-2. You can't go wrong with Langston Galloway. That's consistently safe. So you want to fit two or three studs in your lineup. There you go. And that's going to do it for point guard. Let's go to shooting guard, aka small guard. We're going Hood. All right. We about to go Hood up in this, I'm just kidding. Rodney Hood, guys. Been 33, 30. So he gets the start. He's only 3-7, 19, 19, 33. So it's going to get you between 19 and 33 fantasy points. Going up against Golden State, you might get extra minutes, maybe. I doubt it, but no one on Golden State. They're my team, bless their hearts, but you went from way up here to fucking, you got a bunch of minor leaguers out there now. So, this Portland team's just going to go off. I like Rodney Hood, especially at 3-7. Let's see. Next up, with no cat, what I tell you last video. And with no cat again, I'm going back to the well with Andrew Wiggins at 6-7. He got 40 because he's going to shoot the ball a hell of a lot more with no Karl Anthony Towns in play. So he got 26 minutes, 40 fantasy points. That's what Wiggins does when he's told, You're the leader now. You got to go out there and win this game for us. All right. So get him in there. It was a blowout, so he would have got more minutes if it wasn't. Next up, Luke Kennard. We already went over him. Sorry, guys. Kent Bazemore for value for 3.6. 25, 20, 24. Another one of those safe value plays. 13, 21, and 24 fantasy points. Right, Schroeder? That's right, dude. So yeah, get him in there. And then next up, Damian Lee. He comes off the bench. Um, he might get some extra run. Who knows? Who knows with the Warriors right now? 26 and 20 fantasy points in his last two. So you got to look for that consistency with these value guys. That's what cashes, guys. Next up, Bryce Brown Jr. got 40 minutes last game, got 39 fantasy points, almost a point per minute at 3-2. Now we got to wait for the news and see if he's going to start again, if he's going to get those minutes again. If he is, he's a shoe-in at 3-2. All right, and I think that's going to do it for this position. So let's go to small forward. Big D, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, normally it would be a rough matchup. They're ranked fourth, but no Karl Anthony Towns. Who's going to cover him? Anybody? Anybody want to answer that one? Nobody. He got 77 fantasy points his last game. He might do it again with the matchup. The matchup is great. I'm definitely going to get some Big D. Next up, again, no Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris is in play. 35 minutes without him, 42 fantasy points. So a little Philly stat going tomorrow. And let's see. We already talked about Simmons, Richard Simmons, long lost love child. We talked about Wiggins, Glenn Robinson at 4-7. 36 minutes last game, 37 fantasy points. I think he's going to get about the same amount of run, but we'll see. This is just a first look video, guys. But if he gets 30 plus minutes again, I'm playing him 4-7. It's just not even up for debate. Next up, Roadhouse, Daniel House, 4-5. Normally he gets the minutes, 30, 28, 37 minutes, 18, 34, 26 fantasy points. He's only 4-5, so get him in there. Absolutely. Next up, Markieff Morris in a revenge game. 31. I mean, he's going to start. Pretty consistent. 25, 20, 23 at 4K. I think in this game right here is a great spot for him to get 30 fantasy points or 40. We'll see. Next up, Mario Hezongonia. That's what I call him. He got he was told he was going to start, and he got the start. He got 36 minutes and 38 fantasy points. Now, if he gets to start again, or even if he doesn't, he might get extra run in a blowout situation. He's definitely worth a look at 3-7. We just got to see how many minutes, if we can find out, he's going to get. If he's starting, I'm getting him in there. They might do that because, they already know they're going to beat the Warriors, so why risk your studs? Next up, we got Kent Bazemore at 3-6. Safe, cheap play, guys. 24, 20, 25 minutes. 13, 21, 24 fantasy points. Next up, who we got, guy? We talked about him. We got James Ennis. No one's talking about Ennis. With no Joel Embiid, he's getting extra run. He got 24 minutes, 24 fantasy points last game. And he's only 3-2. So you need that salary relief. There you go. All right. So let's go to power forward. Al Horford. No Joel Embiid. Got 30 minutes, scored 48 fantasy points. Damn near got a 50, and he's only 6'9". So I would roll with him to save on salary before I'd roll with Tobias Harris or Ben Simmons. That's just me personally. But Phoenix is good against bigs, period. 8th in the league, but that's all right. I'm not scared. I'll get him in there. What else we got? We touched on him. We touched on Mario. This man right here, the GOAT. Now, the DFS Whispers originally put me on this man last year when Towns was out last year. And he showed out. He gets his opportunities. He goes off. I'm talking about Georgie Dwayne. Ding. Whatever. however you want to pronounce it. There you go. They only raised his price by $300. 3-3. You got 23 minutes, got 40 fantasy points, guys. He'll do it again against Milwaukee. No problem. He's a great basketball player. I don't know why he doesn't get more run, but he's asked to start whenever Cat's not in. So get him in there, guys. I'm sure he'll be uber chalk. And last but not least, we'll go to center. Andre Drummond. Don't need to tell you about him. He's 10-4. That's about all I need to tell you is his price because you already know. Next up, he went out there last game and fucked the dog, Jonas Valanciunas. Against Houston, it's a great spot. I still like him because of the price. You can't hold grudges in fantasy. At 6K, we all know J Val's capable of getting 45 to 50 fantasy points. I know he's trending downward. They're 45, 31, then 24. I played him in that 24. I was very upset, but you can't hold grudges, guys. I know what this man's capable of, so he'll get you there. Hopefully he gets more minutes. That's all you can ask for. Next up, Willie Cauley-Stein. Sound like a beer stein. His minutes are going up. So 12, 17, 21. He's only 4-4. So if he gets another boost in minutes, probably go to 25 minutes, he can easily get between 30 and 35 fantasy points, I'm guessing. And at 4-4, get yourself some Willie Cauley-Stein. He'll probably be very, very low owned. The Warriors are so spread thin as far as down low. So he's definitely worth a look. Next up, another one. I don't get this. Now, Jahlil Okafor is only 3-1, right? Last two games, he's gotten 38 and 38 fantasy points, 29 and 33 minutes. Are you kidding me? He's 3-1? There's lots of value, you guys. Here's another value play. Take this one to the bank. Take him, put him on your lineup, okay? Jahlil Okafor is a must play. Unless some crazy news comes out saying that he'll be on limited minutes or he's not, then just get off him, go on someone else. All right, guys, so that's going to do it as far as my player pool. So let's get the homework out the way. All right, guys, so this is where it's at. This is www.dfsclub.com. We are the daily fantasy sports powerhouse. Now, we are three providers in one. You got DFS Space. You got myself, Skywalker DFS. You got the DFS Whispers. Space just updated at the website, I can see. 460 plus members, guys. We are established. We are the real deal. We've only been open since August 1st. So our deal is we give you every single sport for one price, not one sport, not one season. You get every single sport for one small price, and it is cheaper than everybody else charges for one. We give you lineups for NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, 9 straight weeks in a row. I've won. WNBA, college sports, guys. We play it all. Click the join now button. Very important. Click on the Skywalker DFS logo, the one in the middle, and here are your plans. So every single plan here gets you all access. All right. It's just a matter of how long do you want your plan for? You want to be locked in for 6 months, you save money. You want to be locked in for a year, you save a hell of a lot of money. Or if you want to check us out for 3 days pass, there you go. You get the members only Slack chat, guys, where all the lineups are, where the whole family is, where the DFS club is. All three of us are in there, guys. 24/7 tips and advice. Pre-lock Insight, which are the members only podcasts. We cover Draftkings, FanDuel, Prize Picks, Yahoo, you name it, we cover it, guys. And here's your plans. Once you click the Let's Get It, you are in. Wait for this right here. The instructions are right here. Return to merchant button at the bottom of the checkout, and you'll be redirected to your invite. So if you happen to miss that, there's a customer service thing on here. DFS Space will be answering your questions. Just tell them Skywalker sent you and you didn't get your invite. But make sure you click on this, okay? And so, yeah, www.dfsclub.com. Join the family, guys. We'd love to have you. There's plenty of room for everybody. We'll probably be at 500. Oh, I know we'll be at 500 by the end of the month, but we'd love to have you guys. All right. Stop playing. Come join the club. So let's go over to DraftKings and throw something together real quick. All right, y'all. So here we are. So after going over the player pool, let's put something together. Now I'm just going like off the cuff here. I don't have anything written down. I don't have no notes. I do this like this because I know you guys are watching it with me, and you guys know the feeling. So when you're creating your lineups here, it's like a piece of art. It's original because you made it on your own, and it should be unique. It should be different from everybody else's. Sometimes it is, but most of the times it's not. So that's what makes it a piece of art. So Westbrook, I believe he's not going to play. I believe Westbrook is not going to play tomorrow. We'll play Sunday, but expected to sit for Monday's game. So yeah, no Russell Westbrook. So it's James Harden time, guys. It is James Harden time. There's no question about it. So shooting guard here. We don't want to go down too far. We don't want to do as far as like really bad stars and scrubs. So I cannot fade Wiggins, guys. I can't. Then we'll go to small forward here. Now we're gonna have to pay down, I think. I would love the some ownership here, but let's go for that savings. Who do we talk about down here? Bryce Brown, right? Ennis. Um, I really don't like doing stars and scrubs, but sometimes you have to. Or you can get a couple scrubs. So we can go Brown here. Let's say Brown's getting the start. So we'll go to power forward. We can do, where's my boy at? Or is he only, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Ding. We know he's going to get 40. All right. He's 3-3. So we have 6-5 left. We're at center now. Jonas Valanciunas. And let's say for utility, if I can, I like to roster two centers. So we do him and him. We got 4-8 left over. So we can go Harden, Wiggins, Valanciunas, and Drummond with only two spots to fill. And we still got 4-8 left over, guys. I'm liking that. I'm loving that. So we don't have to go really stars and scrubs. We can go kind of in the middle here. Like we can go Luke Kennard. We can go Isaiah Thomas, right? Love Isaiah Thomas. Now we have 4-8. We can go Joe Harris. That's a safe play. Glenn Robinson. We can go Sarge. Daniel House. Look at that. Boom. There's a lineup right there. So Drummond, House, Isaiah Thomas, Valanciunas, Dieng, Sterling Brown, Andrew Wiggins, and James Harden. Look for James Harden to get 70 to 80 with no rest. So be like the old days. So that's going to do for making our lineups up. So let's go back to DraftKings because you know what time it is. Sorry, Draft Dashboard. It's time for hashtag Schroeder's picks. He is sitting right here. I know that's what you guys come for. That's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. So what Schroeder's going to do is he's going to give you his favorite. Two people are going to get double doubles. Then he's going to give you his surprise triple double pick. All right, Schroeder. Let me grab this little rascal. Yeah. All right. So, all right, Schroeder. You know the deal. Get comfortable. There you go. So you know the deal. Who's getting the first double double tomorrow? Take a look. Who are you looking at? All right. Who's getting the first one? Really? Are you serious? Okay. Schroeder says his first double double is going to Dwayne. How you pronounce it? He just says meow. I don't know. So he says Gorger Dieng from the Minnesota Timberwolves is getting a double double. Now Schroeder. Let's scroll up and scroll down. Who's getting the second double double tomorrow? Take a look. You guys heard that, right? See, I'm like Han Solo. He's like Chewbacca. I understand everything he says. So he says Al Horford's getting the double double tomorrow, guys. Now Schroeder, who's gonna break the slate? Who's gonna get the triple double tomorrow? Who's gonna get it? The people want to know. Get comfortable. Good. There you go. All right. I know. All right. So who's gonna get the triple double? Who's gonna get it? Who are you looking at? All right. Who's getting the triple double? All right. So you guys heard it here first. That's an easy one, Schroeder. So he says James Harden's getting the triple double, guys. That's gonna do it for hashtag Schroeder's picks. James Harden, right? Yep. He says take it to the bank, Dad. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for helping me reach that milestone of 1.1K views on my last video. Awesome. Awesome. Schroeder, thanks you also. Don't forget, guys, come join the family, www.dfsclub.com. Remember to click on my logo and pick your plan. And Draft Dashboard, $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below, guys. Schroeder and I are going to get up out of here. It's been a long day. Wife's birthday is today, so we got to set up the decorations while she's sleeping and then, you know, get her present ready. So we got a whole night ahead of us. We're going to get up out of here. Like I always say, let's get that bread and don't take shit from nobody. Thank you for so much for watching. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.